Enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. On the return, Tremon Smith. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. On the handoff, it's Mack. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. In here to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And he fires one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Joe Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrows throw into the hands of Sample. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing, one receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen. 30 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. 2nd and 6. Running left, it's Mixon. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition?
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Bills on one play have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bengals 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Big 13. Big 13. Let it come.
From midfield now, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen throwing deep for Galladay. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Lights up.
Oh yeah, and here we go again.
11 mighty. 11.
To the air again, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
There you go. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There you go. Hey, can. 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Burrow looking to pass. Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 27, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
11.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Burrow on play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Gerald Everett, 28 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now Burrow on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flushed out right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He can't get him down, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 1st down, it's Mack trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins.